Right, so hi everybody and welcome to the Sunday Night Review Session Club. This is Patrick Stockhausen here from www.takingstockinstitute. Well, it's actually takingstock.biz, but it's the Taking Stock Institute. There's two parts of that. There's the education part and there's the research part. And the reason being is because my highest value is studying what I like to call the hidden truths and universal principles of building wealth. And we'll go into that later on, and I'll show you what I've synthesized down into what could be summarized as the 12 key fundamental steps of building wealth like the rich. And the reason why I say like the rich is because most people are trying to build wealth like poor people try and build wealth. I like to look at weekly and monthly charts. Reason being is because most people think they're trying to trade because they love trading, but they don't. Most people want the money to do what's really truly most important to them. So if people tend to look at a longer term time frame, it gives them the time to do what's most important to them. Because if you, and always say, if you gave most people 1 million, 5 million, 10 million pounds or dollars or whatever it is, or euros, most people they won't be trading. They'd be busy doing what they truly love. And if I said, let's imagine you gave you that money with a 10% passive income off it, so you didn't have to do anything for the rest of your life, people won't be doing this game. Very few people are doing this game. The people that would be playing this game are the people that absolutely love trading. And the people that make the best traders are the people that absolutely love trading, as well as having the right temperament, the right mindset, can accept and take responsibility for all the decisions and everything like that. But I like to say, let's look at the weekly and the monthly chart so you can spend as little time as possible. And also, because it has been proven time after time again that the biggest wealth, the most predictable patterns happen and occur on the weekly and the monthly charts, which is why lots of institutions like to look at it to make their decisions. And I can't remember the name of the book. What is it? Superstock, is it called? Someone remind me the name of the book. But the guy that took his account from 40,000 to 8 million in 24 months, and he did about 20 trades doing that by compounding and pyramiding. And that wasn't just the stock selection, it was all to do with the money management as well and his psychology. And he talks about that in the book. Now, so where do I like to recognize these opportunities? For me, I'm a trend trader. I like to, the reason why I've got this up is because the market goes in 4 stages. Stage 1, as you can see there, there's accumulation stage. That's where value buyers like to try and buy and all those things like that. I don't consider myself smart enough to know it's that. I don't consider myself smart enough to recognize that. My game and what I like to play is, do you see where this chart breaks out into a stage 2 and where it says the best time to buy? That is where I like to go and get in and get the biggest bang for my buck and get an asymmetric risk-reward ratio. Either the first one or the second one. These subsequent swings afterwards, these are the kind of parts where I go, I'll try and get a leg up, and that was it, and try and avoid the retracement, so I'll just go for a swing trade on a weekly basis. But if I can get in as close as possible to where stage 1 ends and stage 2 starts, I want to stay in that for as long as possible. Stage 3, I don't know it's a stage 3. Nobody knows it's a stage 3 until stage 4 begins. So generally what happens when we think it's going sideways, is this a stage 3? You're probably wrong, because stage 2 has got a stage 3 built within it. There's either a retracement or a sideways move to continue the next leg up. So we never know it's stage 3 until stage 4 happens. And then when stage 4 happens, I like to get in. As again, where you can see the best time for selling is where I like to short. And if I can get in at the top portion of the first retracement or the second one, I want to stay in for as long as possible. If I don't get in there, I want to try and get a leg down, trying to avoid the retracements, because I have no idea what's going to happen. It might just spring all the way back up. So I have a tighter stop on the way down than I do on the way up. Clue, hint, hint. And then when it comes to stage 1 again, I'm out the markets. Well, I don't know it's stage 1 until it's stage 2, and so forth and so forth. And that is the game. And for a trend trader, all you're looking to do is stage 2s and stage 4s. Those people that like to play those sideways games, you're looking for the stages 1 and you're looking for a stage 3. But you don't know it's stage 1 and 3. But some people do. But that's not my game. So everything I'm saying to you, from this point onward, for capturing the biggest trends, and it's been proven and statistically been shown that the people that make the most money in the market are A, high frequency trend traders. That is not you and me. We don't have the manpower, we don't have the computers, we don't have the resources in order to do it. Or B, long-term trend followers. So, and I can do that. And you can do that. And how do you do that? You don't do that on a daily chart. You don't do this on your hourly chart. You don't do this on your 4-hour chart. You're looking at weekly and monthly charts. So if you're interested in making the most possible money that you could make from this game, so that, and in a way that you could have time with your family, time doing your sports, time doing what's most important to you, because very few people in the world have a high value on building wealth, which is why there's such a short, not small number of people that actually have it. Right, okay, what is this? That's where I was explaining where I initially got into this move all the way down here. And then I remember there's a point I said, is this your opportunity to get in the market? It's on the blog, you can see it, and I said, is this your opportunity to get into the blog? And somebody very nicely sent me an email saying, you've just raised your credibility by recognizing that, Patrick. And I thought, oh, great, fine, thanks. But it wasn't that odd, realistically. David Elliott, the great mind, taught me how to do that. So the point is this. If you look at this chart, and from all of this all the way down here, we had people talking about, oh, that's it, this time it's different. Now, I like to get on each of these retracements, and I have no idea if this one's going to fail or not. I like to play the odds. And statistically, I will take this because it's exactly the same setup. Until it fails, I will keep going. But I won't know it fails until it does it. So this here is another setup for me, and I'm not advising anybody to do this. I'm just saying for me, this is another setup. If I see this goes above the high of this, I'm in. Okay? I'm in, if that's what it says to me. Now, do you know, I actually don't really like showing these people these charts because I'm not like I don't class myself as some stock picking guru. Nothing like them. I don't claim to claim any intelligence over this. I just have a system that I like to follow methodically. And then I go, that's it, take it. Some people like to go, oh, I'm going to tell you how it's going to work. And that's not my skill. That's not what I like following a system. I like testing systems. I like finding the odds, and I like putting my money where I find the odds are in my favor. But telling you I can read these charts better than anybody else is absolute caca, because I can't. I just follow a system. I always remember, and I read about it, was it Ed Sakota? Somebody interviewed Ed Sakota, the market wizard Ed Sakota. And he'd made an astronomical sum of money. And someone interviewed him and said to him, can you tell me about oil? And he says, yes, it's black. And he says, no, what about the price? Can you tell me about the price? He says, yes, it's going to go up, and then it's going to go down. And somebody says, do you know when? And he went, no, not really. And he just thought he was trying to be funny about it. What he was trying to point out was he has a system, and he just follows it. He says, this is my entry criteria. I get in when it says to get in. I move my stop when it says to move my stop. I manage it how it says to. I get out when it said to. I take my profits when it says to. And that's it. That's how I like to trade. So I don't claim any genius over anybody of doing anything great. Does that make sense? The more methodical you can be in your trading, in your execution, and not care about and try and be right or wrong, and just know the odds are in your favor statistically when you get in, the less you be concerned about losing money or making money. Because if you get excited about making money, you'll be depressed when you lose money. You want to just have the skill and ability to take the opportunity, recognize that's my opportunity to get in, I'm going to get in. So, is that a possible trade? That's my setup. So I love that. That's saying to me, market's going up. Oh, look at this. Roxy, and I said to Roxy last week, oh, I think she bought it before there, but we were trying to do some reversal trading and Roxy got in down. Did you get in down there, Roxy, off the 20? I think you did. But that's not my style. I'm more of a trend follower. What's the YM saying? Oh, look, the reason this dotted line is here is because it's a 40. Some people like 40, some people like 50. I've seen them both work, but I just keep it on there. And let's look at the Russell. And the Russell, what's the Russell saying to us? Oh, no, that's not what I said. I like to get in above, I want some confirmation. I want to know, and I said this last time, I want to know if smart money's playing, getting in and moving it. I don't want to try and preempt them. I don't want to think I'm smarter than them. I just want to know, right, them going that way, and I want to get in. And I always remember, someone gave a great explanation of this. There's a film called, what's the film? Does anybody know, where a meteorite comes to Earth and it collides with it? Deep Impact. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. And the there's that girl, and she goes back to see her father because she knows they're going to die because he's at ground zero. And so she goes to see him, and they stand on the shore, and this meteorite goes into the sea and creates this massive tsunami, swells up and then pushes itself, and it just obliterates everything in its path. Now, imagine you try to stand in front of that and say, stop, turn around, go back. It's impossible. And I remember somebody gave this great explanation. It says, you want to be like that girl and that guy on the shore, not dying, that is. You want to be standing there, and you want the market to be coming your direction. You want to say, take me with your 1, 2, 5, 10, 20 contracts, 50, whatever contracts you're trading, nowhere near like an institution, and have that push you going in your direction. That's how I like to trade. This to me says the tsunami's not coming my way yet. Whereas this says it is. Does that make sense, everybody? I want confirmation. I want to know if they've turned it around. Now, could this fail? Could they come my way and go, ha, 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 to turn around and go back? Yes, they could. But, you know, I just think statistically, all you're looking for is something to say, dynamic traders are coming into the market and pushing the market in your favor. And statistically, if you get in now, you've got good odds. But don't take this trade if you haven't tested. I would tell you to test this. I like to test. I like the challenge of testing. Somehow it stimulates my mind. Is there any questions about that before we move on to the next thing? So for SPY, are you looking to take out the previous high for confirmation? It's not that it's confirmation. It's not that it's confirmation. I look at, there's various entry signals. Some people like to get in at the close. They get a green candle close, and then they like to go on the close. Some people like to go in above the high, at the high. Some people like to go in above the high. Some people like to get at a certain distance above the high. There's so many different types of entry signals that you could use. I like to think about going in above the high. I'm looking for that tsunami to come say, yes, we are definitely coming this way, and we've not only have you seen green confirmation, we're going to continue going way and beyond where we showed you we were going last time. That's what I like to do. And the reason why I like to do that is because I can see the candles close on Friday, and then on Saturday or Sunday or early Monday, because in the UK you've got hours before the markets open. In the US you've got, depends what time you wake up, I can just say to it, get in above the high, X number of ticks or so above the high when after the market opens. Go, good till close, and then that is it, and I can just leave it, and that's it. I'm off. I'm good to go. Does that make sense, Kevin?